Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. I'm here in South Africa. Let me show you everything that we took here. A quick gear check for what I used to take this wildebeest. This is a 30-06. This is Savage's impulse driven hunter. It's a straight action, threaded barrel. I've got my Banish backcountry can on there. That's a silencer central can. On top, I have a Burris Eliminator 6. If you didn't see my full video on this thing, definitely go check it out. This thing is packed full of features, but the short story is, you tell it what projectile you're using, you push the button on the side, and then inside the reticle, it automatically tells you where to hold on that animal. No dialing, no guesswork. The heads-up display inside the scope tells you exactly where to hold, and we used it in this video and it works awesome. So, Savage impulse driven hunter in 30-06 for the ammo that I loaded in it. Also, if you didn't see the video of me sighting this thing in and getting ready for this trip in South Africa, go check it out. But this is the stuff. First thing I fed this rifle and it ended up working out great. This is Remington's Premier long range. They loaded in quite a few different hunting calibers, but I picked this because it's a bonded bullet. African animals have a reputation for being thick-skinned, and this stuff is a 172 grain projectile in 30-06, and you'll see in the footage it worked great on a wildebeest. But let's get to the footage. 30-06 versus wildebeest. Awesome time here in South Africa. We just jumped out, saw some wildebeest bulls, and we're gonna try to see if we can get a stalk on them. Grabbed the 30-06 for this one, not the 6.5 cream one. Let's see if we can get on some. We got on some blue wildebeest, took the shot at 225 yards is what my scope said with the rangefinder, and it dropped it right where it stood. So we're walking up to take a look at it, but I think it was just about a perfect shot. Dropped it at 225 yards.
Nice shooting.
Quick recap. Blue wildebeest was one of the animals we came here to South Africa to definitely try to take, and we got on this guy this morning. Yesterday we found a couple small herds of blue wildebeest, but it just didn't come together right. These, we did a little bit of walking, did kind of a circle, and you got us on them. And there was how many in this group? Maybe 7 or 8?
Yeah, around about, yeah.
And there was another one, a little bigger than this guy. He walked behind a tree, and I said, I'm gonna take the second biggest one. And this one also had 2, I don't know if we got it on camera or not, but they had 2 of the, what do you call those other
Golden
ones?
ones.
The golden wildebeest, which those are super pretty too. But this one's a pretty good guy. If you look at their ears, he's just a little bit outside of his ears, good size. How old is one like this, you think?
About 7, 8.
Wow, 7, 8 years old. But we're out here, you can see we're kind of in this bottom. And with this scope, that's the Burris Eliminator 6, I pushed the button on the side and ranged it at 225 and spined him and dropped him right where he stood, right in his tracks. So the whole setup worked real good. That's the Savage Impulse Driven Hunter and 30-06 straight pull, the Banish Backcountry 30 cal can. And came out not too long ago, those Remington Premier Long Range in the 30-06. It's 172 grain projectile, but that bullet worked good on the wildebeest.
Yeah, no, he dropped.
And a distance like that, 225, that's not super far. 30-06 is probably dropping 5 inches maybe. But that scope made it even that much easier. But appreciate y'all for getting me on this blue wildebeest.
You're welcome.
My first time ever in South Africa, and my first blue wildebeest. This dude's gonna look real pretty on the wall.
The poor man's buffalo.
And that was a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
Here in South Africa, we're having an awesome time. Already taken a blue wildebeest, a blesbok, a steinbuck. Now we got our sights set on warthog, an impala, maybe even a zebra if the opportunity presents itself. But we're about to jump in the truck, head out and see what we can find. Have an awesome time. Saw some zebras, so we're gonna put a stalk on them. Super confident in this rifle because we took a wildebeest at 225 yards with this, so this thing's dialed. Let's see if we can find these zebras. Range on it was reading just over 100 yards. All right, so this is day 3 of our trip in South Africa. Zebra was one on the list that I said, if the opportunity presents itself, we're going to go after one. And this is day 3. We hadn't really seen any of the zebras, and we've been covering some good ground, but this morning we weren't out looking very long, and there's some zebras. So we jumped out, we put a stalk on them on foot for a little while, and then when we popped out of a tree line, looked through the scope, and this guy was only right at about 100 yards. This Eliminator 6 optic has a built-in rangefinder that tells you to use the holdover, which we used this exact same rig to take a blue wildebeest yesterday at 225 yards. But that's the Savage impulse-driven hunter in 30-06 with that Burris Eliminator 6 and the same 172 grain Remington Premier long range ammo that we took the blue wildebeest with. But super confident in that rig. It's got a blue wildebeest for us so far, and now a zebra. And you guys that watch the show know I pretty much always hunt suppress now. Once you start hunting suppress, there's no going back. This is a lightweight can that's Silencer Central's Banish backcountry can. It's only 7 ounces and some change. Works real good on this 30-06. But I could see in the scope this zebra put his feet right up. Pretty much the exact same thing that happened with that blue wildebeest yesterday. But super confident, like I said, in this rig. Once you pick up a rifle and you do your due diligence and find some ammo that it groups really well, you can't miss just about if you take your time and practice with it. I practice with this rig quite a bit at home, and it's been doing really good for us here in Africa. Beautiful, beautiful animals here in South Africa, and we're having an awesome time. I hardly ever get to do something like this, so I'm super excited about it. Check this out. I'm back from South Africa, and I recovered 2 bow lots from 2 different big game animals. Check that out. These are 30-06 recovered projectiles. One from one animal, one from another animal. What did we use it on? Took 2 animals with it. I'll pop up some pictures here and we'll throw in some video here. A blue wildebeest, and then also a zebra. And I'm going to bring you in here and show you kind of the anatomy out of a book here of a blue wildebeest. So, this is actually a really cool book. That blue wildebeest was at 225 yards. You can see how their spine kind of dips down right here. You can see in the video, I hit him right at about there. And it dropped him right where he stood. And here is the projectile that we pulled out of that blue wildebeest. And this was at 225 yards. So you can see what that looks like. We actually pulled this out of the opposite side shoulder. So you can see they have a big old scapula shoulder blade like a whitetail or a mule deer does. It dropped it, presumably shocked the spine, and we pulled this out of the opposite side shoulder blade. Let me show you the other side of this too, if I can keep it from rolling around. Let me put it down on the desk here. You can see how it stayed together, and it definitely deformed it. Put it next to the unfired one just for a little interesting comparison there. Pretty cool. Before and after. Took that out of, like I said, the opposite side shoulder. So again, this is a 172 grain projectile. I already measured this, so I know what it's going to say, but that one, 113. So it started at 172, and after going through a shoulder, presumably through a spine, and being stuck in the opposite side shoulder blade, was at still at 113. The other one was from a zebra. So I'll do a side-by-side. This is the one that was pulled from the blue wildebeest. And 225 yards, and you guys saw the weight retention. This one was pulled out of the zebra, and it was at 100 yards. So this one was further away, over 100 yards away, so going slower, probably 150 to 200 feet per second slower maybe. So this one was going faster, which interestingly enough, I would assume the faster round would break up more, but that's not what happened in real life. And I do have the same picture of a zebra. Obviously it wasn't broadside, it was almost towards us, but just to give you an image, I hit him in the low neck, if you can imagine his neck up here, right there, almost dead center. So, same thing. What's the weight retention going to be on this one? To the eyeball, it's going to be heavier, and it is, because I already tested this, but let's see what happens. Yeah, I know it already says 0.2, but it'll be okay. I didn't re-zero it. So, weight retention on this one, you can see on the scale, 139, we might as well say 140 grains out of a starting weight of 172 grains. Hey guys, we booked this hunt through Big Game Hunting Adventures. I'll put a link down below where you guys can check them out and learn more about them. But South Africa has lived up to the hype. I've been having an absolute blast. We've seen tons and tons of species of animals for cheaper than what I could take a whitetail in Texas or book a guided elk hunt out west. It's absolutely unbelievable. Awesome landscape. We've seen tons of different animals. Go check out Big Game Hunting Adventures. Like I said, I'll have a link down below. Tell them I said hey, and look into you going to South Africa on a hunt just like this. I promise you, you'll absolutely love it.
Load it up and get it on as soon as you can. 30-06, 10 mil, 50 cal. It don't make a difference, man. We like to shoot and make a little boom boom. If you like